Today it was reported that before approving visas for people coming from the terrorist-controlled Gaza war zone, Canada requires applicants to submit to face-to-face interviews and biometric testing in a third country, Egypt. Why didn't the government have a similar arrangement in place before granting more than 2,900 tourist visas?
And I notice I said yesterday that under the former government, of which he was a member but not a minister, there were over 1,000 tourist visas granted from the former government from people from the occupied Palestinian territories. Now, the Leader of the Opposition's response to that, of course, is that that was before October 7. But the member for Barara knows full well that Hamas didn't become terrorists on October 7. They have had a terrorist ideology for a long period of time, and indeed have been in charge of Gaza since 2006, when they received less than half of the vote from the people of Gaza in that election, and they haven't had one since, because they are enemies not only of the people of Israel, but also they are enemies of the Palestinian people, because Hamas do not respect the human rights of Palestinian people. After they seized control there, of course, they engaged in violence against their own people in Gaza in order to secure their position. They've continued to do that. They've continued to do that. I did see a report today from Plestia Alakod, who spoke about her own personal journey, and I know that the member for Browra does respect human rights and people and has a record of it. She went on to say this in her article today: every person who fled Gaza after October underwent rigorous checks by both Israeli and Egyptian authorities. The idea that those who have successfully passed these screenings and arrived in Australia still pose a threat is unfounded and perpetuates harmful stereotypes, alienating those of us that made it to safety here. The member for Barara knows, as do other members of this chamber, the danger in stereotyping and targeting people because of their race or their faith. People know that that is certainly not the case, and people from Gaza or the West Bank, for that matter, are certainly not automatically Hamas supporters and shouldn't be seen as being so.